Anyway, no. Multi-step inequalities, okay? So multi-step inequalities. So if we were on 3.3 in our notes, okay? I know we skipped over a lot of 3.2. I felt like we were okay without it, to be honest. Okay? So, they involve more than one operation. What? Multiple steps? We have to do multiple things? No way, okay? So they are solved by undoing the operations the same way we solve a multi-step equation. We do everything the same as we solve a multi-step equation, okay? Except for that multiplying dividing by a negative number, okay? So, in these examples, we're going to solve the equality, graph the solution, and then write it in set notation, okay? So, 13 minus 11x is greater than 79. 13 minus 11x is greater than 79. If that was an equation, what would be our first step? Subtract 13. So since it's an inequality, are we going to do the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll subtract 13. So negative 11x is greater than what?
Nothing.
79 minus 13 is 66. Okay? So now, okay, what would we do, Chase?
Divide both sides by negative 11.
Exactly right. Divide both sides by negative 11, okay? And we'll get x compared to negative 6. Now, what do we have to do with our inequality since we divided by negative? Flip it, right? So now x is less than negative 6. Hey, is x by itself? Okay, wait, what?
Why do we flip it?
Whenever we multiply or divide by a what kind of number?
Negative.
Negative number, we have to flip it.
Oh.
So we divided by a negative number on both sides, so we have to flip the sign.
Why does my spine stick up?
Couldn't tell you. Okay? So x is less than negative 6. We have x by itself now, right? So Serenity, what are we able to do?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Graph it, right? Okay? Serenity gets all lit about graphing it, okay? She came up to me after class the other day and she's like, hey, Mr. Cossel, I can't tell you how happy I am to be graphing, okay? It's what I was just born to do. She didn't actually go up to me after class and say this, okay? I'm making this up. So our middle number is going to be negative 6. What's the number that's going to be less than negative 6? That's not obnoxious. Negative 7? Cool. What am I going to put on the right? Negative 5. Okay, where am I putting my circle?
Right.
Negative 6. And is it open or closed?
Open. Open.
It's open.
Because it doesn't have the or equal.
Because it doesn't have the or equal to, okay? You look at that or equal to. If it has it, it's closed. If it doesn't, it's not closed. It's open, okay? So which way am I going to draw my arrow? To the left. It matches our inequality symbol here. Looks like a left arrow. Whatever our variable's on the left, it matches that. So now we do our set notation, okay? Set notation, this is the part that we don't like, some of us. Okay, it's new to us, it's weird to us, okay? We put our brace. Then what do I put? X. Then what do I put?
Line.
The line, that means such that. Then what do I put?
X.
Okay?
Greater than. Or less than.
6.
Yeah.
Negative 6.
So you put brace, variable, line, inequality, brace. You ever say, hey, what variable are we talking about? X. Okay? X such that x is less than negative 6. We did it right! Woo!
It's not that funny.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. Anyway. Number 2. Okay, numero dos. Okay? Diviso 6. Oh, come on, Ray. Let's do it all.
I actually don't know.
This is all I counted you on. I
Divido
get one job.
di fractional.
Okay.
How many times do you say division in Spanish? Probably not very many times.
All right, we'll try it. We'll try it another problem. Okay. Hey, a divided by 6 menos 5. Okay. Es más grande o igual a 2. Okay. So, what would be our first step? Add 5. Okay. A over 6. Esto más grande o igual a 7. Okay. How do we get a by itself now? Maddox, what would you do? multiply by 6. So we're going to get the 6 over 1 if that helps us. Ba-boom, ba-boom. A is greater than or equal to what? 42. Can someone tell me why we didn't flip our sign here? It wasn't by a negative. It was a positive 6. If it was a negative 6, we would have, but it's not. Okay? Is A by itself? Is it on the left side like we like it? Heck yeah, okay, so now we can do what? Graph it. We love graphing, okay? Oh, we totally do, okay? So 3 numbers, what's going to be our middle number?
Oh.
42, we just picked whatever number the inequality has in it. What's the number to the left?
41.
41, what's the number to the right?
43.
Where do I put my circle?
42.
42, is it open or oh it is closed? Why is it closed?
Because it says or.
Because it's or equal to, okay? A es más grande o igual a 42. ¿Cuánto dos? It's close, okay? What way am I going to draw my arrow? The right, derecha, not izquierda. Correct? Okay. So now we can put it in set notation.
What's that line called?
This. This?
A.
So we're going to put A such that.
Such that.
That's what it means, yeah. It means that we read it as such that. So A such that. Then we put our inequality. What do you say?
I get confused and think it's a 1.
Ah. Okay. So the best way I can help you out on that is saying, hey, whenever we have these braces, this line will always be separating these A's, and that's just saying this is what variable we're talking about. Now this is our conditions. Okay. I can understand that. Hey Max, go over that way, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Question on that. Let's flip the page. Right? Right. Okay. Multi-step. Okay, we've been doing multi-step. Hey, on three, what would we do? What do we think? We're going to solve it similar to an equation. What do you say? Okay, so distribute. What's 2 times k? 2k. What's 2 times 1? Okay. So now we have this greater than or equal to still. What are we going to do on this right side here? Same thing. Distribute. Okay. 4 times k is 4k. 4 times -2 is? -8. Awesome. Okay. Now, how do we go about solving this? Well, before when we did equations, we said which of the k's would we rather move? The lowest one, right? We probably want to subtract 2 here. Here's the thing, though. We could, okay? Where do we want our k's to end up at the end? Try it again. Where do we want our k's to end up at the end? Left side. Where have we wanted our variables to end every time so far? The left side. We wanted our variables to end on the left side. Okay? So even though it goes against what we did before, what are we probably going to do? We're going to want to move them from left to right or right to left? Right to left, because we wanted them on the left at the end. Okay? Now, if you move it left to right, we can still do this and we'll still get it right. Okay, I'll show that. But we're probably going to want to say, oh, let's subtract 4k now, even though it's kind of weird to what we did before. Okay? But for this, we want our variables to end on the left. So 2 minus 4 is what k? -2k, right? Plus 2 is greater than or equal to -8. So what am I going to do with this positive 2 then? Subtract it from both sides. Dang. Okay? -2k is greater than or equal to -10. Okay, 2 negatives become more negative. Okay? So now what am I going to need to do to get k by itself?
I'm so confused.
Okay, hi, so confused, Mr. Collins. Nice to meet you. What are you confused about?
That. What you just did.
From here, and then subtract 2.
Oh.
Presley, what do we do here to get k by itself? Divide by kind of 2. -2. Hey, what happens when we divide both sides by a negative and an inequality? Sign flips. Very good, Dylan. And -10 divided by -2 is +5. We end up getting k is less than or equal to 5. So now, do we even have to flip around the k? No, it's already on the left side like we want it. So we can graph this baby. 3 numbers, our middle one will be 5, to the left will be 4, and to the right will be 6. Awesome. Where's our circle go?
In the middle, and you color it.
And you color it and you shade it and it is close at 5. Okay? And which way is our arrow going to go? To the left. Very good. Okay? Because we follow this arrow, and we say what numbers are less than 5? Well, 4 is less than 5. So you shade in that direction,
What?
okay? Yes.
I thought it was negative.
It was negative 10 divided by negative 2, those what kind of 5?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Okay, okay. Now we do our set notation. Our variable k, such that, and we put our inequality, k is less than or equal to 5.
I don't know how I saw it too.
For some reason, I always feel like the brackets are a number. Like when I look at them at first, I
Like
was thinking
this?
like 2 over 5 or something.
Dude, that one was really good.
Like the second one, not the first one.
Like this one, you think, oh, I can see that.
From like far away, it sort of looks like.
It looks like a fraction.
I can see that.
2 over 5.
Did we solve this one really any differently than we would an equation? The only main difference I would say was when we divided by that negative, we had to flip the sign. You don't have to deal with an equal sign, right? Because you can't really flip an equal sign. Okay. But we ended up with moving this k's to the left because we want our k's to end on the left. If we had done it to the right, that'd have been okay. Just at the end, we would have had to just flip it. That's the only change, is if we did it how we've done equations, we just had to flip it at the end, which we've been doing, like we did earlier in our problems, going flipping here. Questions on that? Okay, Jacob and Liddy. Okay. We're gonna do is we're actually going to skip number 4. Okay, and we're gonna move on to number 5 here. We're gonna move on to 5. Are you guys okay with skipping number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at number 5. Okay. So 3x minus 3 over 6 is less than or equal to negative 2. This is an equation. What would we have to do first? We always want to try and do SATMEP if we can. We want to try and do subtraction and addition if we can. But can we move this negative 3 yet? Is it free to move yet? No, it's currently being divided. So what do we have to do first with this division? Multiply, right? Both sides by 6. Or 6 over 1. So what's going to happen with this 6 on the left side and this 6 on the denominator?
Or reduce.
Nice. Good catch. They reduce, okay? So 1. So what's 1 times 3x?
3x.
Okay? And what's 1 times negative 3? Yeah. So 3x minus 3 is less than or equal to negative 2 times 6, which is
12.
negative 12. Hey, now something I saw, guys, on our test, okay, something I saw a lot of, I just want to talk about this, okay, was some of us would multiply both this to the left side by 6 over 1, which is awesome. But then we'd forget to multiply the right side as well. So you have to be careful to do it to both sides of the equation, okay? So I just saw that from time to time, okay, so I just wanted to highlight that. So now, 3x minus 3 is less than or equal to negative 12. Well, that's not nearly as scary, okay, of an equation. I want you guys to finish solving that one, okay? I want you guys to try to finish solving it, graphing it, and putting it in set notation. Okay, I want you guys to finish this problem off. Once you have it or have questions, I want you to raise your hand, okay? That'd be Tank.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't had yours checked yet, raise your hand. If you haven't had yours checked yet, raise your hand.
I'm confused.
I confused. Mr. Conrad. No, Annie. You wanna help?
I don't even know
I did it right.
Oh wait, I wasn't even doing the right dimension. Never mind. Thank you.
Looks like it's playing. Yep. Which way are you gonna shape this one? We're gonna match it up. This symbol. So if we go here, it's the same as this.
Okay,
This is what it
yeah.
should say. Does that make sense? The only thing it has to set notation for that, that would. Okay, let's talk about this one up here, guys. Okay. So from here we added 3. 3x is less than or equal to different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Okay. -9. 9. Okay. We divide by 3. Now, are we dividing by a positive or negative here? Or we're dividing by a positive or negative here? Positive, so we don't flip the sign, okay? Don't have to worry about that. So we have x is less than or equal to -3, -4, -3, -2. A closed circle at -3. And we go arrow to the left because it matches this symbol down here, arrow. We do our set notation, which as I saw, we do pretty well with x such that, then we put our inequality, x is less than or equal to -3.
Your first one looks like S/2.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, I'll be honest. Okay, so questions on 5 there. Okay, let's actually skip number 6 as well, except for I want to say real quick, 6, what's different between the setup of 6 and the setup of 5?
Has like a negative or
What's happening?
negative 1.
Is this -1 being divided?
No.
No, was this -3 being divided?
Yes.
Yes, so does that change what our first step would be?
Yeah.
Yeah, because can we add 1 right away now?
Yeah.
Yes, we would, okay. So we'll skip it, but just want to talk about what you would do. What was that, Victoria?
I was accidentally doing that one, so I was so confused.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, 7 we're gonna skip as well. It's just distributing, okay? And I wanna skip that one in lieu of giving you more time for homework later here, okay? So 8, write and solve the inequality. I'm not gonna make this graph or put this one in set notation. Just write and solve it. 3 times the number minus 18 is at least 5 times the number plus 22. Okay? Somebody want to help me with this first part? 3 times the number. Okay, Ray?
3x.
Okay, cool. 3 times the number minus 18. So what are we going to do? 3x subtract 18. Okay? Is at least. Is at least. Which symbol? Not less than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. Because we're saying that the lowest amount can be what's on the right. That's the lowest it can be. Okay? If this left can be greater than that. Okay? The left can be greater than that. Okay? And then what am I going to put on the right side? 5 times the number plus 22. What's that going to look like?
X times 5.
Yeah. X times 5 or 5 times x plus 22. Okay? And we have to do the same number because it says the number, meaning it's the same number as before. Okay? So questions on our setup here. We have 3x minus 18 is greater than or equal to 5x plus 22. Questions on, yes, no?
Oh, wait, no.
Okay. Any questions we have on the setup? Okay. I want you guys to solve this one. Okay. You do not have to graph or put it in set notation. Okay. I just want you to solve this one. Once you have it or have questions, raise that hand. Okay, no, your shorts are good.
No, it's
Where are you getting 40?
adding the eight be checked too.
Oh, I don't know. Did you get 42? No. I got 4 and 2.
Oh, it's 40.
Dude, I think I'm just young. And yeah, it was wrong too, so. Wait, yeah. Is it negative 20?
You want us to graph it?
No,
Don't graph it.
That's good math.
Yeah.
You get 5x over
It seems like it did this too.
Okay, it's okay. Off it.
So I got it right then? So I got it right then?
So it's. How's it wrong? Dude. Wait, that's.
Huh?
It's divided by 10. What are you talking about?
Oh.
I hate you. Good.
Boy. Nice
Why
shot.
isn't my hair growing anymore? Like, I think it just stopped growing.
No, it wasn't that. It's just I was irritated.
Okay, now I
Everyone
can.
was like trying.
Oh,
Everyone was trying.
like
They kept throwing. I mean, I threw it a couple times and I felt being doing the egg.
Dylan. Yeah. What the heck?
I threw it like 3 times in total.
You either
Like
go in
5.
front of me
My
or
shorts.
behind me.
I whizzed.
Sparks.
And it was on like.
The ball
It was
sucks.
going
Have you never
on,
seen The
and
Simpsons?
it hurt.
The ball sucks.
That's like his signature
It was
line.
supposed to stuff like that. Just smash the basketball.
You always wear
Did you see that? Like every time you wear it,
Did you know Bart Simpson is
one
actually
time I
dumb?
don't do that. It was like,
In real life?
She got dead.
Yes, she is. Did you know Bart Simpson's voice is a girl?
Oh yeah, the voice.
Well, that's not what you
No,
said.
it's not.
You're like, did you know Bart Simpson
Okay,
is a girl?
it's voiced by a girl. Yeah. A lot of times in animated shows, like young boys are voiced
Because
by
I
girls.
saw her like getting creepy from like.
Okay. So in this problem, guys, we can go about it a couple different ways. Okay. What I would probably do, just because we want our x's to end on our the left side, is I would probably subtract this 5x from both sides. 3x minus 5x is negative 2x minus 18 is greater than or equal to 22, making this one proud. Then we add 18 to both sides to get that away from our negative 2x. Negative 2x is greater than or equal to 40. Divide by that negative 2. X, flip our sign when we divide by a negative, is less than or equal to negative 20. And I did not make us have to do set notation on this one because that was nice, but if you wanted to, which a lot of you did already, which is awesome, it would look like that. Questions on that one? Okay. We're going to talk about setting up this one. Oh, I need to renumber some of these. Okay. Setting up this one.
Wait, how'd you go from like
11 to 9, right?
Hold
We
on.
went from 8 to 11 and then from 9 to 10. Ooh, we need to change that.
Mr. Boston, what'd you do?
I ooped. And I ooped. Okay. SK. So, okay, we're going to talk about setting this one up. I'm not going to make us solve it. Let's set this one up. Word problem. What's our first step with word problems, guys? That's where we read it. Underline important stuff. So let's read through this and see if we can find important stuff, okay? If Keith dog weighs 90 pounds,
Underline it.
okay? The veteran told him that a healthy weight for his dog would be less than 75 pounds. If Keith's dog can lose an average of 1.25 pounds per week on a certain diet, how long will it take his dog to reach a healthy weight? Danny, what did you tell me to underline? Yeah, he currently weighs 90 pounds. It's important. Okay? What else is important for us, guys? Raise your hand and tell me what else is important. Dylan.
Average of 1.25 pounds.
Okay? Can lose an average of 1.25 pounds per week. That's important to know. Okay? What else is important to know? Okay? Okay? How long will it take to reach the healthy weight? Okay? Serenity. Less than 75 pounds. That's the target, right? To be less than 75. Okay? Hey, does that tell us our inequality symbol right there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going less than. And what are we trying to be less than? 75. So that's going on the right side, okay? You know we're going to have less than 75 on the right. So to get the left side of this inequality, we say, okay, what's our starting point? What weight are we starting with? Oh, I thought you licked it. Okay. Dylan, what's our starting point?
I know. I'm something on it.
You said what?
90.
90, sorry. Okay. Then, how are we going to go from 90 to being less than 75? What operation are we doing? We're subtracting, we're losing weight, we're subtracting those pounds. And how much are we going to be subtracting?
1.25.
1.25 for every week. Do you know how many weeks it is?
No.
No, so can we put a variable there?
Yes.
1.25 times what? X. So we call it W if we wanted to for weeks? Sure, you don't have to. I'm just saying you could. Does how we get this make sense? Yes. Okay. Does how we get this inequality make sense to us?
Yes.
And that's what I want you guys to get for this one right now. Okay? Okay. We're actually going to not solve, I'm not going to make you guys solve this one. We're going to continue on and go to the next numbers. They say 9 and 10, but they really should be our 10 and 11, because our 11 really should be 9. Okay?
Wait, how'd you flip it?
I don't know. I ooped.
Oh, what's your
SK,
favorite?
SK,
We're in the Midwest. We
Let's
say,
go away.
oh, what's your favorite number?
9.
9? That's my favorite number.
No way.
Wonder why? Guess why?
Why?
Because her birthday's on the 9th, because she hasn't totally said this like 30 times a day for the past month.
Okay, my birthday's a month from today. She
Okay,
birthday
so okay. Let's solve this problem, okay? Negative 7 times the quantity of s plus 4 plus 11s is greater than or equal to that or equal sign's kind of faded, so let's make sure that's there. That or equal sign's kind of faded, let's make sure that's there. 8s minus 2 times 2s plus 1. Okay? So what's our first step going to be, guys?
To distribute.
Distribute. Okay, negative 7 times s is?
Negative 7
Okay, negative 7 times 4 is?
28.
Negative 28 plus 11s is greater than or equal to 8s. And what do we do with this negative here?
What?
Distribute it with the 2. So I like to make this this minus a plus, and what do I do with this 2 outside the parentheses? Make it a negative, because sometimes that can help us remember to do negative 2 times 2s to get minus 4s, and negative 2 times 1 to get negative 2. The common mistake I see there is getting negative 4s plus 2. You have to get negative 4s minus 2. You have to take a negative to both. Okay?
Find old rooms.
Okay? So now we combine like terms. On the left side, what are like terms that we can combine there?
11s and negative 7s.
Okay? What do we get?
You get positive 4s.
4s minus 28 is greater than or equal to. What do we get on this right side if we combine like terms?
You get 4s.
Okay? And minus 2. So hey, what are we going to want to do with it? We might notice something right now,
No solution.
but we have to be careful though, okay? Because with an inequality, should they be equal necessarily? No, so we don't know whether or not it's true or false yet, okay? But we're noticing those 4s's line up. So what can we do with this 4s? Can we subtract it? And if we do that, we do it to the other side. What's 4s minus itself? So negative 28 is greater than or equal to negative 2. Now, is negative 28 greater than negative 2? No. So is this true or false? This is false. So what do we have when it's false, Levi? No solution. So it did end up being no solution. We had to pump our brakes, even though those numbers were different. This doesn't necessarily mean it's no solution for inequalities. We have to figure out whether it's a true or false statement. Does that make sense? Have we figured out that was a false statement?
I see sure trying to.
Okay, yeah. If that was like 0 is greater than or equal to -2, that'd have been true. Okay, let's look at number 10 here. Okay, really should be our number 11, but it's our number 10 here. Hi, Mr. Baker. Okay. We're gonna take 18. This negative, make it a positive. We're gonna make this 3 a negative. Okay, and we'll distribute in. What's negative 3 times 8c?
-24.
What's funnier than 24?
25.
Okay. Next, what's football? What's football? What's negative 3 times 4?
He said,
Negative 12. Okay. What happens with this greater than or equal to? Be careful, that's not or equal to. It just didn't copy very well. Okay. And then negative 6 times 4c is? Negative 6 times 4c is?
10
Negative 24c.
4C.
What's funnier than 24? Okay. What's negative 6 times negative 1?
Positive 6.
Positive 6, okay? Can we combine any like terms?
Yes.
Yes, what can we combine? 18 and negative 12. What do those become, Chase? 6, okay? Negative 24c plus 6 is greater than or equal to negative 24c plus 6, okay? Well, we might notice, hey, these are the same. Let's be careful, though, before we just make a conclusion. Let's add these 24c's to both sides. Let's get rid of those first before we make a conclusion.
Or reject the conclusion.
Exactly. 6 is greater than or equal to 6. Is that true?
I have this.
Yeah, that is true, because even though 6 isn't greater than 6, it's equal to it. So 6 is greater than or equal to 6, so this is IMS. Whenever you get down to just a statement like this where it's two numbers, remember whether it's true or false. If it's false, no solution. If it's true, infinitely many solutions. Questions on that?
What if it was like 6? Now we have homework. Oh wait, no, now 4. Yes, sir.
Okay. Questions on that?
Oh.
Okay. Hey, so reminder, okay, what are we going to be doing on Fun Sock Friday here, guys? We're going to be doing a quiz here, okay? So in preparation for that quiz, okay, this worksheet today is a combination of 3-1 through 3-3, okay? We did 3-1 and 3-2 Monday for today, and now we did 3-3 today. So this worksheet here is a bit of a combination to help get you ready for the quiz, okay? We have some of our one-steppers on there like we did on for the homework we turned in today. And we also have some multi-steppers like we just did in our lesson here today, okay? You guys may listen to music. We have about 20 minutes here to work, okay? That's pretty dope, okay? Okay, it is dope, okay? Okay, this is big brain time, okay? So let's get this bread, okay? Let's eat the wheat and attain the grain, okay? So you guys can feel free to listen to music. Like I said, just don't let your phone be a distraction to you, okay? Don't be making TikToks, don't be Snapchat, don't be making tweeters or anything like that, okay? Okay? So, I don't know, you guys know, okay? You're the ones that use it, okay?
I don't have Twitter.
Same.
You don't?
Like I made a Twitter like back in high school because I had to for NHS because that's how we were gonna get notifications, and they didn't use it. I'm like, well, this is stupid. And then I had it for a couple years, never used it, and then I just like
Twitter's the
logged
best
on,
thing
like
ever.
5 years, 4 years, 4 years.
All I see is Victoria's tweets popping up.
Yeah, so I don't use that tweeting machine.
Can I use
Okay. Hey, reminder: we are going to use set notation on this. Okay. So just like our worksheet from last time, and most of the problems we've been doing, we're going to use set notation. What's your question? Oh, you think someone's passed? Oh, dope. Leave the guy. What a real G.